Episode 11 of The Judge from Hell starts with Arong showing up at the last second and saving Daon from being stabbed. Bitna conjures her blade and properly kills Paimon, sending him back to Hell. Does this count towards her kill tally though? Well, I guess not. Mando and the Hell cleanup crew show up, but Bitna simply slaps Arong, who reveals that she's Venato to her, but we'll keep calling her Arong for these recaps several times. Arong warns Bitna that she's going to die because of Daon if she's not careful. Bitna heads off to the abandoned lot and, in particular, to the pentagram. Baal shows up and chews out Justicia for being foolish, especially as she conjures a Hellblade. He shows off his powers just like he did in episode 1 and decides that she's going to remain on Earth as a mortal and with her powers taken away from her. And just like that, he has the power to render her no longer Justicia. At the station, Daon is questioned by the officers, but he lies his way out of trouble. Back home, Bitna reveals that Jeong Seon-ho is not Jae, and she's pretty sure of it after speaking to him. She's not going to leave Daon and is going to stand by his side, but of course she doesn't have her powers anymore, so it's hard to know how she'll be able to help. Well, Bitna heads back to see the assemblyman and decides she's going to marry into the family after all. She also wants to get into politics too, given she's such a good liar. Bitna turns the tables though and blurts out that she wants to marry Seon-ho, not Taegyu. Jae-gol can't stop laughing, but it seems there's another agenda here. Bitna notices Seon-ho leave a secret room in a study while looking for the bathroom, and makes a mental note of this. When she leaves that night, Taegyu confronts his father about Bitna. Jae-gol thinks that she may be useful to them, but it's clear there's a lot of tension between father and son. At the station, things are still frosty between Yunsup and Daon, despite the latter trying to apologise for his actions. Daon does join Yunsup at the restaurant though, where they discuss Bitna, and specifically her stabbing. When she died, Yunsup admits that he was suspicious that the Jung family may be behind this. Finally, the pair turn towards So-young, and they let their emotions out. Yunsup is racked with guilt from that night, and Daon eventually jokes, telling him to pay for dinner as a way of repentance. After these two have patched up their issues, Yunsup gives Daon a crucial clue. He's to meet with Professor Lee Shi-hai at Yonseong Hospital. You see, this is a woman who actually treated Bitna after her stabbing. Yonsuk is conflicted over serial killer Jae resurfacing and wails at the church, unhappy that she's been tortured in this manner. After praying for salvation for 20 years, she sees this as a betrayal from the good Lord. Outside though, she collapses on the floor, right as Bitna shows. She helps Myonsuk back home, but the sound of rain falling jogs her memory. Myonsuk recounts how a man carrying a white rose in the alleyway after killing her son. She tried to wrestle with him but lost her chance and he slipped away. Since then, Myungsuk has been desperate to get her hands on him. She initially wanted to try and understand and maybe even forgive the guy, but she's frustrated and angry. She eventually begs Bitna to help find him and see justice served. Bitna shows up at the assemblyman's place, and with Taegyu and Jae-gol out golfing, Bitna decides to check out the hidden room. There she finds an elaborate room which seems to be a big clue. The photo is a gateway, and as she steps through, she opens a vault to find an axe and a whole bunch of body parts on ice. Bitna hurriedly leaves, but as she does, she walks right into Seon-ho, who swings at her with a bat. The pair end up fighting, but Bitna gets knocked out. When she regains consciousness, Seon-ho reveals what happened back on December 2013, when Bitna, the human one, was stabbed in the park. Bitna stumbled upon the hidden room where Taegyu had video footage of him torturing his mother. Taegyu spies her snooping about and unfortunately sets Seon-ho on her. Forced to do his brother's bidding, Seon-ho was the one who stabbed her and left Bitna to bleed out in the park. Bitna tries to bargain with him, offering to kill Taegyu in a roundabout way. As they skirmish, Arong meets with Daon and hands over blueprints for Jeong's home. She initially stole it and urges him to use it and save Bitna before it's too late. Daon bursts into the house and immediately finds the bookshelf, pulls the right book and beats down Seon-ho. Bitna stops him from killing the guy, and as he helps Bitna, Seon-ho slips away. Daon hugs Bitna as she points out that the real Satan and Jae are either Taegyu or Jae-gyeol. She's not quite sure which one is which. Bitna and Daon leave the mansion, and the former heads off to see Baal again. Bitna reveals that she's found Satan and wants her powers back in order to deal with them and bring them back. Given Justicia is his only heir, he warns her and she vows not to disappoint. And just like that, he returns her powers to her. Seon-ho hides out at a motel where Bitna finds him and takes him out into the middle of nowhere. She burns the car he's in and lets it explode, but she doesn't send him to hell with her blade for reasons. But that's where the episode comes to an end. The Judge from Hell has been a little slow and messy recently since it ditched the case of the week format, and this episode really exemplifies the worst elements of that. This episode decides to use a contrived narrative device of having Bitna lose her powers just to put her in danger from Seon-ho and have Daon save her at the last minute. I understand Daon has the blueprints for the mansion, but you're telling me he just easily broke in and there's no security for this place at all, and he just so happens to pull the one book in that bookshelf that opens the shelf to the hidden room, really? As for Bitna, she obviously loses her demonic powers, but she still can't touch a Bible. How does her losing powers actually work? Can she not go anywhere near a church? Can she not go near crosshairs and Bibles just like Mando couldn't? And why is she not in court anymore doing trials? There are parts of this show that are quite good, but the writing has sadly slipped recently. It's such a shame because there are some really strong elements to this drama, especially the acting and the lore surrounding the demonic powers and the demon hierarchy. Hopefully though, things can pick up going into tomorrow's follow-up. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.